So this adventure begins the way all good ones do. I was at the sporting goods store spending money I don't have. Came across the discount section while window shopping and found a couple Keitechs there. So they had this color right here, Table Rock Shad and Pink Magic. I haven't thrown either of them. I'm imagining they were there because they didn't sell too hot, or they decided not to carry them anymore because they didn't sell too well. Anyhow, we're gonna throw around both of these colors. My go-to is Sight Flash. It's typically the only one I really fish, which is just like a white with a translucent belly. I mean, it looks like a bait fish, that's why I use it. Anyhow, we're gonna throw these other colors, see if we can catch a couple fish. Goal today is to catch a fish on each one, hopefully catch many fish on each one. I will throw around the Sight Flash if we're struggling, just to see if they are biting today. We're gonna be starting out in this kind of retention pond type area. You can see the bigger body of waters right here. Leads right through this narrow kind of area into here. And Table Rock Shad is the one I chose to begin this with, rigged on a 1/4 ounce jig head using 10-pound line, 7-foot heavy rod. I'm thinking the smaller water is gonna help us get recognized. Right now I'm not too confident in the bait. I just wanna see if it gets hit. I'm imagining there's some fish in here. And it, I mean, you can definitely see it. It shows up, so. And this water clarity, maybe not the worst choice. There's something, a little boil. That's what I'm talking about. Little largemouth, first fish of the day. On that Table Rock Shad. Oop. Good looking fish too. Thanks, buddy. They're biting. So it's about 83 out right now. It's 8. A nice overcasty day. Extremely humid. It has been in the 80s for about 3 days now. So I'm hoping these fish will be somewhat active. Dropping down into the 60s next week in a true Tennessee spring fashion, so kind of all over the place weather-wise. Oh, there's a car following me. A little one. I don't know if y'all can see that fish. Oh, all right, I think we got him. Yep. Oh, lost him. Oh, he's going back for it. He's going back for it. Got him. Oh my gosh, lost him again. Yeah, I think he'll hit it one more time. I see him. Oh, fish out. Nice one, man. Oh, it's a draw. All right. Decent sized drum. Got some length to her on that PB&J. Table Rock, I should say. Good looking fish. We'll get her back in. Probably change up after we catch one more. All right, everybody, we caught a couple on the Table Rock. Feeling a bit more confident about this one. We'll put that away, and we're gonna try this Pink Magic, that little retention type pond area. This had a bit of time to replenish, so let's see if we can catch them with this one. Not gonna lie, I have my doubts about this one. I guess we'll see how it shows up in the water. I do like pink for white bass, skipjack, that sort of thing. I don't know about these fish though. Oh, instantly, man. All right. Well, maybe there's something to that pink magic. First cast, guys, first cast. Tore up our Keitech a little bit. Man, that first cast confidence. Maybe this is the bait. I mean, it pops. Dude, that shows up well. I really like that. I really like that. There we go. Good fish. Holy cow. Oh, it was a bowfin, man. I've only caught one of those before, man. I'm so salty we didn't land that fish. That would have been awesome, dude. Come on, man. I don't know how much of that even showed up on camera, but it was a nice sized bowfin. I've caught one bowfin in my life. They're like the pink. That's kind of why I've been fishing this area. I heard they were here from a couple of my buddies. But man, I've only caught one bowfin before, and I caught a beast of a bowfin. It was like a trophy bowfin for my first one. Beautiful one. Just on chance. I've been fishing this area for years. I just started fishing this area where supposedly they're more prevalent, and it looks like they are. That was a nice fish, man. Got off right at the feet. I don't think there was too much I could have done. I didn't know what I had on. I thought I may have foul hooked a carp. That's a good sign though. I think we're gonna continue to fish this area out for just a little bit more. I was about to leave too. I was wondering what that thing was when it came up. I'm like, ah, it's sick about the mouth. It's not a carp. It's not a buffalo. Surely a bowfin. Maybe if there's one of them, there'll be more than one around here. Oh, fish on. There might be another one. I don't know. It's a nice fish. Or a white bass or something. Drum. So drums like the pink magic too. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of both of these colors. I think I'm a little more partial to the pink. That's pretty cool. I think it lights up in the water. It might be one of my new favorites, to be honest. I'm really glad I ended up buying it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Had a great time making this one. As always, I'm actually about to head out and do some creek fishing today. I'm thinking we're gonna be having those bigger spring type smallmouth soon. So I was out there the other day and caught a couple itty bitty ones, like really, really tiny. I'm thinking the big ones are probably gonna be out in the morning. I was out in the afternoon. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope everyone's doing all right out there. Derek S, huge shout out. Thanks for the support, brother. And I appreciate everybody's support on the channel. I really do. So he asked in the comments, can you see the tackle box? So basically I carry this tackle box with me, and it varies. Sometimes I have different ones, but this is what I got in it now. Now, minus, I did tie on a buzzbait yesterday, and I didn't get caught with anything. So I took that off quickly. It's still, or I should say, I put that rod back in my car quickly, so it's still tied onto that rod. So I did have a War Eagle buzzbait in here. This is just kind of some of the hard baits I bring with me. What I threw in here a while ago and have just been carrying around. I was doing some exploring. I wanted a variety of stuff, so why not carry it? Sometimes I want to throw one. We have Spook. Oh, and it's wildly disorganized right now. Always starts out neat and gets slowly messed up. So Spook, jerkbait, and the Rapala ones. Got a few of these. So these are like little mini spinner baits. I like to throw on finesse setups. Couple different like color variations, blade variations, that sort of thing. Bullet pop, the Berkeley ones. I really like this popper. It's one of my favorites. Actually, I really like the Ozark Trail popper too, not gonna lie. They made a pretty good popper, that nice little small one. Probably my favorite bait they ever did. That's Walmart's brand. Got a couple slobber knockers in here. So bladed jigs. These were on sale. I think like a year ago, and I bought like 15 of them. So I have a ton of slobber knockers, and they are next to a jackhammer. They're my favorite. Inline spinners. I have been using these on a couple videos. They've just been hidden lately. Of course, they're stuck together like they always do. Got a bunch of those, like 6 of those in here. This is the Willow Vibe, I believe it's called, by Z-Man. It is another bladed jig. A couple of these. And the old Booyah spinnerbait. I like War Eagle, I like Booyah too. So this is the Colorado and Willow blade. I am a big spinnerbait guy. I've been throwing nothing but flukes for pretty much majority of last year and rolling into this year just because they work the best. I'm not gonna lie, it gets hit, fish eat, bait fish. It's a bait fish, but spinnerbait. And well, looks like little Meps inline spinner. So that's for the tackle box. Just got some time still. Creek doesn't open till 8, oddly enough. I actually talked to the ranger and he told me he was working on, or they were working on an automatic gate so it can open earlier to accommodate guys like me fishing super early. So in my actual bag, so this loadout changes pretty frequently, minus a few things, but I always have flukes in there. Got some pearl, some more flukes. We have some speed craws. Love the speed craw. Some finesse type paddle tails. These are the Divine ones, 2.7 inch ones. I absolutely love them. Probably gonna use them today. They've been getting hit by those buffalo. I really want to hit one today. Matter of fact, I should actually probably throw some spark sheds in there. So these are some quarter ounce ball jigs. Of course, some loose flukes in there, some more ball jigs. That kind of wraps it up. More finesse paddle tails. I threw all this stuff in here last night for the most part. Yeah, and then we have the tool pocket, kind of like fishing tools, right? Everybody got them. Scale. Keep a spare fishing license in here. I accidentally ordered 2, so I ordered the one with the picture I wanted, which was a fish, and I guess I ordered this one too. It's like a fox. It's pretty neat, but always something I want to have on me. Not that they won't look it up, but I like them. It's nice to have prepared. Carry pliers. I also carry forceps, so these help me kind of get in the smaller fish's mouths. If I have an issue there or deeper in there, these are kind of for ripping hooks out quick. And got a couple knives. The cheap one I go to, and if I lose that one, got my nice one. Also carry I'm gonna drop the scale. Carry a fanny pack. I started doing this, I don't even know when, last year at some point. think early last year, probably around this time, and it's absolutely done so much for my fishing game. I love it, especially if you're making videos like I do. I can keep spare batteries in here, which I normally keep some in my backpack as well. I haven't put them in yet. I was charging them up. I got scissors like attached to it. I usually bite off the line for the most part, but if I got one of those knots kind of stuck in the eye, I can't get to. Put that right there. And in here, these are kind of like my go-to plastics if I don't want to be rummaging through my bag. So if I break off or something, maybe I'm in the water like I am in the creeks, probably what I'm going to be doing today, wading in, I can just reach in and retie. So got flukes in there, jig heads, so I keep them in a tin. That way they don't open up in there as easily, and not a jig head, like instead of a bag where they'll be kind of poking through, sometimes the hook will stab through you, reach in there, stab yourself. This way it kind of works. I don't know, I got this, it's my son's. I think it's a Batman thing. I think he got it from like Sonic or one of those fast food places. But just loaded it up with jig heads I can kind of grab too, a couple different hook sizes. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and get some good fish on, my friends. I'm about to go try to catch some smallmouth. Wish me luck. See you guys next time. Have a couple videos I haven't edited yet, a couple pretty neat ones. I did a lot of exploring. I saw a lot of snakes, caught some decent fish, and I did some more fishing in the rain and had an absolute slam fest, but I gotta edit those still. It takes a lot of time sometimes to edit them. I try to do I always try my hardest with my editing, so it can take me, I mean, hours and hours sometimes, depending on how much footage I had. So that's kind of why sometimes my videos are in a different order. So today, what I shot was what I fished yesterday. The videos I'm gonna be putting out were from earlier last week. They're coming out this week. It's typically like a week behind, but I had less footage today, so I figured it'd be quicker to edit and get a video out there. Anyhow, take care, guys.